He knew something was wrong the moment he took that hit. A sharp, sickening crack echoed through the arena, a sound only he could truly feel. His knee gave out, a sudden betrayal by his own body, but pure instinct and stubborn pride refused to let him fall. In the roaring chaos of the crowd, nobody noticed. The referee, his eyes focused on the flurry of fists, didn't see the subtle buckle. All anyone saw was a fighter still standing, still in the fight. But from that moment on, the fight changed. It was no longer against the man in front of him. It was a war against himself, against the searing, white-hot pain that shot up his leg with every movement. The bell rang for the next round and the one after that. Each round was a new level of torture. He couldn't pivot. The sharp, explosive movements that defined his style were gone, replaced by a clumsy, agonizing shuffle. Every step felt like walking on broken glass. His corner team, their faces etched with worry, saw it all. They saw the grimace he tried to hide, the slight limp he tried to disguise. Between rounds, they begged him, "Champ, that's enough. We have to stop it. You've got nothing to prove." He'd just shake his head, spit the blood from his mouth, and stare back into the lights. Through gritted teeth, he'd mutter, "If I sit down now, I'll never stand again." That was the fear. Not the fear of losing the fight, but the fear of quitting. The fear of letting that one moment of weakness define the rest of his life. So he kept going. He wasn't fighting for the win anymore. The points on the scorecard, the championship belt, they all faded into the background. He was fighting for his name. He was fighting for his story. He was fighting for every kid back home, watching on a flickering screen, who ever dreamed of making it out of a place that felt like nowhere. He was fighting for the idea that you don't stop just because it hurts. He absorbed punishment, his defense compromised, his body screaming for release. He leaned on the ropes, using them to hold himself up when his leg threatened to collapse completely. He swung with desperation, with pure heart, each punch a testament to his will. The crowd, initially just hungry for a knockout, started to sense something different. A low murmur turned into a roar of respect. They were no longer just watching a boxing match. They were witnessing a display of raw, unfiltered courage. They saw a man being broken, piece by piece, who refused to shatter. When the final bell rang, the sound was like a release. The energy that had kept him upright for so long vanished in an instant. Before the referee could even step between them to raise a hand, he collapsed. His body just gave out. He hit the canvas, not from a punch, but from the sheer exhaustion of his own will. He lost the match. The official decision was read. His opponent's hand was raised in victory. But in that moment, something incredible happened. As he lay on the ground, everyone in that arena, from the cheap seats to the ringside VIPs, rose to their feet. A standing ovation filled the air, a wave of thunderous applause that wasn't for a winner, but for a warrior. They knew. They understood what they had just seen. He had given them everything. Not just his skill, not just his strength, but a piece of his soul. The medics rushed in. He left the ring that night on a stretcher, his face a mask of pain and exhaustion, his championship dreams for that night dashed. But as he was carried out, he didn't leave as a defeated fighter. He left as a legend. He entered the annals of history not for the win he didn't get, but for the fight he refused to lose within himself. His story became a lesson, a reminder that true victory isn't always about what the judges decide. Sometimes it's about refusing to sit down, even when you can barely stand. It's about finishing what you started, no matter the cost. And that kind of legacy, that kind of courage, lasts longer than any championship belt. Thanks for watching. If stories like this inspire you, make sure to subscribe for more.